Hello, I'm author Denise Turney. I'm the author of the books Love Pour Over Me, Spiral, and Portia, amongst others. And you are watching the Chisto YouTube channel. Today I want to share some tips with authors and would-be authors, whether you're writing nonfiction or fiction books, for things to look for in Vanity Presses and editors, publicists, just things that you can know that somebody might be in it simply to see how much money they can get from you. And it's unfortunate in the creative arts that a lot of this goes on. It's not just in the business world or in politics or in the government. This goes on also in the creative arts, where a lot of people do what they do in the creative arts just for absolutely the love, the passion for what they're doing. Number one, it's a lot of vanity presses. It's kind of hard to miss when they're vanity press when you think about some of the Amazon.com, which they're not Amazon at all. But you can do, your ebooks there. You can pay for a package, and you can get a print on demand book where they'll do the cover for you. They might work with you to give you some marketing tips and do some minor editing for you. And there's a cost involved, and that's traditional with vanity presses. A lot of book publishers, most traditional, they won't ask you for any money. Again, another tip: whether you're going through a publisher or an editor or a publicist, the reputable ones will not charge you a reading fee. But there are organizations that will say they're affiliated with this best-selling author or that best-selling author. I had this happen to me a couple of years ago, but I knew the authors personally who they were talking about, so I went out to them, and the feedback was comical. And then the person who was saying they had worked with these authors before, but they weren't happy with the person. I'll just leave it at that. But somebody telling you they know somebody, and they might. But I would reach out to the person like I did and get some more feedback. But I knew when they asked for a reading fee, something was up, because I knew better. I had heard somebody else sharing these tips. Reputable publishers and literary agents and publicists do not charge reading fees. What a publicist will charge, some of them do like maybe on a percentage basis, or they will charge you just a flat fee, whether it's on a monthly basis to spread the word out about you and start building your brand as an author. And a literary agent is going to they may charge a flat fee, and they also may take a percentage, generally a percentage from you. So some of them base that off of the sales. If you're a ghostwriter, ghostwriters generally are paid with a flat fee. So even if the book sells, a ghostwriter writes for a book for a celebrity and it sells 10 million copies, the ghostwriter is just generally going to get that flat fee. But because they take risks, maybe the book doesn't sell much, maybe it does. They do a lot of research. They have to take on the voice and the tone of the person they're ghostwriting for. So that's why that flat fee works for the ghostwriter. So either way, they make enough to cover their expenses, and cover their living expenses as well, and not just the research and whatnot that's tied into the book. So those are a few tips. Other ones, and I've heard, printers is another tip I would give you. Research printer fees, and go online. You can ask other writers. That's another thing. Ask other published writers what their rate they get for and I'm kind of broadening the topic now, but their rate for an article. What do they get for a 500-word article that might require an hour of research? What do they get for more of an academia type article that might be 5,000 words? Look at those going rates. Look at the National Writers Union. Look at these types of things and ask for what is the going rate today for these types of projects. And you can also ask other writers, because the organization or the publicist or the publisher or the literary agent who's trying to scam you, they're not really legit. They may tell you it's the going rate, but you have to do your research to find out, are you being taken advantage of? So those are just no reading fees. Most ghostwriters get paid a flat fee instead of if you're ghostwriting, they tell you we'll pay you a percentage or we'll pay you royalties. What if the book doesn't sell much? Then you really are going to be stuck with doing all that work and not getting paid much of anything. So that's why ghostwriters, again, the flat fee. and then research the cost of a printer. But here's a tip with Vanity Presses. They may say they participate in trade shows, they go to Book Expo America, etc., and they might attend these events, but that doesn't mean it's not a vanity press. And by vanity press, they're going to come out making a whole lot more money than the writer does. They may overcharge you for things. They may do very minimal marketing for you. They may put up a Facebook page or do something on Instagram and put up a few posts, something that a writer could do for her or himself in a matter of an hour, and then they just leave it alone and charge you maybe a $10,000 package. That definitely would be a vanity press. You would the time and effort for you to recoup that would be near impossible, or for the average writer. I think the average book now sells about 70 copies. I don't know if it's self-published or total. You're not getting that 10,000 back. So the vanity press has that money, and even if you do sell some books, you probably won't get back what you put in. So again, they may go to trade shows. It doesn't mean it's not a vanity press. And with self-publishing taking off, you have to really be careful that these organizations don't come in and tell you we can do a book cover for you. For example, I had an organization tell me to do a print-on-demand book cover was, I'm going to say like $300. Well, I went to a friend who does it, and she charged me $35. And she's professional. So do your research, do your homework. Some people may on Twitter, you might find somebody who can format your ebook for you, and they might just charge you $50 or no more than $100. You go to a company that does it, they may tell you they need $250 to $400 to do it. Again, do your research, do your price comparing, and look out for yourself. You're going to spend enough time and energy marketing your books and spreading the word about your books. You don't want to throw $10,000 or more down the drain. And I'll tell you this, if somebody tells you you have to pay them $1,000 or more for just 100 copies of a 50-page book, I wouldn't do it. So again, do your price comparing. Talk to other authors, whether it's through a social media network. Ask those questions. They got some good social media networks at Facebook for writers. And I mean, they don't people not out there advertising their own books. You can ask a legitimate question, and a lot of people will give you a good answer. So be smart while you're doing your book publishing. And please follow us. Just subscribe right now to our Chisel.com YouTube channel, where we will share more free tips and advice for you. And I'm author Denise Turney, the author of the books Portia, Love Has Many Faces, Long Walk Up, amongst other books. And I hope you visit us online at Chisel.com, CHISTELL.com. Bye for now.